shows that um his interest is in every FBO, experiencing what forever living can do in your lives. So for me personally, I feel honored to have him here this evening. And I'll tell you why. This is one selfless leader that I know. This is someone that I still remember last year, and that's why I had to bring him here tonight before I call him to come up and speak. This is why I called him here tonight, because I still remember last year when I made a decision that I am going to smash goals that I have been missing for some time. And I spoke to him, and he said to me, Khumo, you cannot just say you want to smash things and you've got no plan in place and you've got no roadmap in place and you are not actually tracking what you are doing. So this is someone that said, you want to achieve this, then you need to do this. Khumo, you want to go to level up, then you need to do this. And those things that he told me to do, ladies and gentlemen, they became my non-negotiables in the business. And that is why, even though last year, when the year started, for me, it didn't start on a good note. And honestly speaking, when I spoke to him and told him my plans, even though it did not look like I was going to achieve those things, even though I doubted, he believed in me. But not only did he believe in me and say I can do it, but he told me what I needed to do. And that's why I saw him fit to come here tonight and motivate us and share with us why ending the year on a high note is very important and critical. Just because the year didn't start the way you were hoping it would, most of you here in this meeting are new in the business, and because we are approaching the festive season, your mind is probably saying it's towards the end of the year. So even your goals that you didn't achieve this year, you can put them off until next year. But I've brought him here to come and motivate you and to also inspire you. And I feel so honored to have him here in the meeting tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, let us please give him a round of applause. Let us please give him fire emojis, because let me tell you, the person that is here tonight has even been at the global stages of Forever Living to actually host these events. But he is here today for our team to come and motivate us to end the year strong. And his name is Mr. Enos Salema, all the way from Tanzania. He's the country sales manager for Forever Living East Africa. He's also a diamond sapphire manager in the business. He's a chairman's bonus qualifier. Not only is he a chairman's bonus qualifier, but he has helped other people in his team to also qualify for chairman's bonus qualifier. So he also makes impact in other people's lives, and that's how I know he's gonna make impact tonight for us. He's also a global rally qualifier, a level up qualifier, a soaring eagle manager. Ladies and gentlemen, he has literally qualified for all the incentives that Forever Living has put in place, and he has also previously been a GLT, a global leadership team member. A GLT means he's one of the top FBOs in the whole world. And I believe he's going to GLT again. So I'm just sharing this to show you the greatness that we have tonight. And I want you to not take this for granted. I hope you've got your pens with you. I hope you're going to take notes. But not only are you going to take notes, but I hope that you are going to apply everything that is going to teach us tonight. Because if you are not going to apply what he's going to say tonight, you are just the same as the person that is not in the meeting this evening. So don't be that person. Yes, knowledge is power, but applied knowledge is even more powerful. And I'm here to say that my 2024 and my 2025 have been the best year in my whole Forever Living business because of him and his advices. So please let us welcome him. I call him a great leader because that's exactly what he is. Mr. Enos Salema, over to you. I don't want to take your spotlight. We are just ready to learn from you. We are just ready to absorb it all. But more than anything, we are ready to finish 2025 strong because we know it's not over yet. So over to you, my great, great leader.
Thank you so much, Khumo. I truly appreciate. Thank you for that very humbly and also intimidating welcome. Thank you so much, and I truly appreciate. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak to your team, to your most important people in your business, and that confirms to me that you've valued something in me to say, okay, Enos, come and speak to my team. Like, Enos, come and talk to the people that I work with very closely. So thank you so much. I truly appreciate. And I must first and foremost start by saying massive congrats to you, my leader Khumo. I mean, I see it. I see the recognitions. I see the numbers that you're smashing. I see the growth that is happening on your team. I see also the grind. I see the work ethic. I see the meetings. I see the travelings, and that is just amazing. And I know maybe for your team, for them, that is like what they expect from you. But let me tell you guys, if you can have a leader that is there grinding with you, working with you, pushing with you, if you can have a leader that can get out of our comfort zone and fly to your country just so that that leader can support you, that should never be taken for granted. So guys, as much as you gave me an amazing welcome and lots of fire emojis, now I want you guys to give a much bigger appreciation to Khumo, much bigger fire emojis. And if you are there with her, I would have said, hey, go there and give her a massive hug, give her a big high five, and tell her thank you so much. Thank you for all the sacrifices. I can tell you, she leaves her family a number of times. She comes to you, she comes to your towns, she comes to your cities, she works with you all the way until night, very late at night, not even having fun in your cities, just work. And that is great sacrifice. So I want to really say thank you for what you do, Khumo. And I can tell you, it is leaders like you that are causing the amazing growth that we are seeing now in the world of forever. It is leaders like you. So thank you so much. And here we are today, all of us here, I'm 100% sure we are all looking forward to an amazing close of 2025 and also an unbelievable 2026. And yes, it can be unbelievable. Yes, it can be way beyond your expectation. And for a moment, I wanted us to start a little bit with really thanking God. I wanted us to start that way. I really feel we need to thank God for where we are right now. We need to thank God for what we have managed to endure. We need to thank God for the courage. We need to thank God for the focus, even the wisdom of being on this meeting. It's as little as that. I can tell you this link was sent to so many people, I'm sure, and some could not even tap. It just takes you a second to just tap and be on this meeting, and someone couldn't do that. And you are here, and as much as it was our decision to tap and say, I'm going to be on the meeting, but I want you to really join me and really thank God and really, I don't want to say shout because I don't know where you are right now, but really praise God big time, massively, because I mean, things are happening. Things are happening. And I'm sure you are seeing it. I'm sure you are feeling it. Most of you are in the Southern Africa, Namibia, South Africa. You're seeing it. And you're seeing what is happening. You're seeing the growth. You're seeing everything like coming into place. And I want us all to just remind ourselves and to always take a moment and remind ourselves that, hey, we need to give glory to God. I'm telling you that, guys. We need to give glory to God. Let us not be very quick to believe it is our our minds and our abilities and that we are better than everybody else, or maybe we are smarter than everybody else, or maybe we are the best in the business. I mean, no, no, no. You know, when it's God's time, it's God's time. And now it's God's time for us, guys. I can tell you, Africa, the whole of Africa right now is on the rise. Africa is on fire. And if Africa is on fire, you bet you know that Southern Africa is on fire. And we are all tapping into that energy. We are all tapping into that. The growth that we're seeing in your region is actually just mind blowing. It's amazing. And I'm like, wow, that is amazing growth. And when we are seeing growth and when we are seeing things happening, you know, sometimes we forget ourselves. We forget that, hey, we are here. You know, there is a purpose why we are here. There's a purpose behind it. We sometimes forget that. And that's why I really wanted us to start by really, really humbling ourselves and remind ourselves that we are pretty much nothing. And there's nothing much we can do without first the blessings from up above. There's pretty much nothing that we can do. And let us also continually remind ourselves of that hey, also there is no obstacle, there is no challenge, there is nothing that is also impossible if we are ready to put in the work and put God first. There is nothing also that is impossible. And I want to say that again, there is nothing which is impossible if we are ready to put in the work and we put God first. There is nothing which is impossible. And if you really internalize that, like there's nothing which is impossible, if you really let that sink in a little bit, think about it. Because right now, everybody here is on a totally different level in their business. And I'm not just talking about the marketing plan. No, I'm talking about deeper than that. I'm talking about where are you right now in your business? Maybe right now you're on fire and you're achieving things. And you know what? Even when you're achieving things, you still have fear. That's why we have what we call fear of success. I get it a number of times. And when we are not achieving things, we also have fear. For some of you, 2025 maybe is already an amazing year. For some of you, maybe 2025 hasn't really been the way you wanted it to be. And you're about now, you know, to close the chapter of 2025 and say, you know what, this chapter is done. Let me look at 2026. And I'm here to tell you, no, the chapter is not done. This chapter is not done, and we cannot close it now. We still have 6 good weeks, 6 good weeks that we can push. We can go crazier. 6 good weeks of saying, you know what? I'm going to use these 6 weeks to go above and beyond in my belief, above and beyond in my personal development, and of course, above and beyond in my activities. Let me finish this year when I'm like exhausted. Like if you push me, I fall off. Let me finish the year that way. We've got 6 weeks to achieve that. 6 weeks to push. And if it was 6 years to push, maybe we could have said, Enos, can I really push for 6 years? Can I really go an extra mile for 6 years? Even me, I don't know. But 6 weeks? We can all do it, guys. We can all do it. And tonight I'll be sharing my journey, the journey of other people, the lessons that I've been getting in my 18 years in the business. And even when I say 18 years in the business, I'm like, whoa. And I will be as open as possible because I believe we are all sharing the same journey. And that very thing which I might be holding back and saying, maybe I shouldn't say this. Maybe someone will think of me, you know, in a way that is not good. Maybe that is the one thing that you need to hear. So I will be like super, super open, guys. Super open, guys. And that's the way I always want to be, not holding anything back, going all out, sharing everything that is possible. And I want to first and foremost acknowledge the fact that you are here in this meeting. Let me tell you, you are already doing amazing. I mean, if you were if you looked at yourself in the mirror today and you felt down, maybe you doubted yourself, maybe you felt you're not good enough, well, let me tell you, you are amazing. That's why you are here. You are already crushing it. You are already doing it. You are already doing 99 things right. And yet we are here to learn, to share experience, because we all have an opportunity to grow. We all have an opportunity to get better. And when we talk about getting better, it doesn't mean that right now I'm not, maybe right now I'm underperforming or anything like that. Well, you could be underperforming, but you have an opportunity to get better. You have an opportunity to grow. Or it could be right now you are truly on fire, and yet I want to tell you, you also still have an opportunity to grow. Even when you have done your personal best, you can still beat your personal best. And I bet one or two things that we are going to talk about this evening will add to the reasons why you need to push more. When I was thinking about this meeting, I was things were running in my mind. I said, okay, I know the business is on fire right now in South Africa. I know things are happening. And at the same time, I know no matter how much momentum there are still people that are still going through the tough time. There are still people that are still facing the challenges. Even if things on the surface look perfect, even if on the surface it looks like, oh my gosh, everything is just falling into place. So I really want to talk to everybody tonight. I want to talk to those that are on fire, but I also want to talk to those that are right now maybe going through that phase, that part of your story where results are silent, that part of your story where frustrations are high, that part of your story where you wish you could even run away from people because you're not where you're supposed to be. And I will tell you my personal journey and how many times I've had such moments. I will tell you how many times I've had moments where I say, I don't want to meet anybody forever. Can you believe that Enos having such moments? You know, I go to forever events and I feel like, oh my gosh, is every people, I feel like maybe this leader is looking at me and saying, Enos, where are you? We are not seeing you on this level. I've had those moments. And I know some of you are here and maybe on that phase of your business. And let me tell you, that phase is inevitable. We are all going to face it. If you're not facing it now, let me assure you, one day you're going to face it and you need to learn how to get out of that. Because if you don't learn how to get out of that, you will be lost in the business and will wonder, what you mean that person is no longer in the business? How? Everybody will have those phases. And for me, it has been, of course, an amazing journey with Forever, amazing 18 years of building Forever together with my wife. And I started 2007. She joined in 2009. So it's been, for us together, it's been 16 years of building the business together. And if you're working with your spouse, you'll know it's nice and sometimes it's not nice. It's easy, sometimes it's not easy, but 99% of the times it's simply amazing. I wouldn't ask for anything else. And it has been an amazing journey for us, an amazing journey, a journey which has given us an opportunity to experience life in its totality. And when I say that, I mean the ups, I mean the downs. I don't know why I keep talking about the ups and downs so much today. I feel like I need to make sure by the end of this meeting, everybody is focused on only one thing: growing. And nobody should feel left behind, like, okay, Enos is only speaking to the people that are right now doing so well. No, we'll be talking to everybody here. Some of the plans I'm going to share here, therefore the person that has not even joined the business, therefore your prospects tomorrow, to show them how they can join and still smash the business and grow very, very fast. We'll be talking about that. Now, speaking about the journey. When I joined Forever 2007, my journey started really, really, I would say, humbly or small. My first bonus, yeah, I'll put it in dollars to make it easy. My first bonus was $21. $21. It's not much. That was my first bonus. And that $21, as much as it was in March, it gave me the reason to believe that, hey, it is possible to make money in this business. Because when I joined, I did not have the confidence that I will be doing forever. No, I did not see the business that way. And if you're here and you're new, maybe you are on that phase where you're doing it, but you're like, hey, I'm not so sure if by 2035 I'll still be in the business. Maybe you are there. So I started humbly. And by the end of 2007, first year in the business, I made about $21,000 first year in the business. Now, that one for me was a big deal. Maybe it's not a big deal for you. I don't know how much $21,000 is in rands, but that was my first year bonus, $21,000. Now, back then, I'm a student, almost the whole of 2007. I'm a student at the university. Somewhere along the way, graduated, went to work for Vodacom. I continued building the business part time. So making $21,000 part time on a business that you have started in your first year, that gave me the reason to say, Enos, you can step on this. So I went full time 2008. So from 2008 up to today, so I'm full time in Forever now for 17 years. Whew. Oh, yeah. 17 years of being in this beautiful opportunity. 2008, I went full time in the business. And when I went full time, I also started to stretch my wings. I started expanding my business outside Tanzania. I started to build in different countries. And now I can say I have a substantial business that is paying me some good money in about 10 different countries. Yes, you'll get some few CCs here and there, but about 10 different countries that I can say, wow, I love my business in those countries. And nobody could have told me in 2007 that in 2025, I'll be speaking to over 200 people from different parts of the world, sharing my story and sharing how the journey had been. Now, on that journey, it wasn't just a smooth growth throughout. No, it had its ups, it had its downs. It had its ups, it had its downs. And I can talk about a lot of ups and downs. But today I want to talk about two major things. Two major things. One of the key and the biggest incentive in Forever called chairman's bonus. And if you're new in the business, maybe you don't really understand what chairman's bonus is. It is simply an opportunity for you to share profit with Forever. And when we say to share profit with Forever, it's not the profit that Forever made in South Africa or Namibia. No, it's the global profit. And if you're having an opportunity to share profit with the company, I want you to really understand this. If you're sharing profit with Forever, the profit that Forever made is not just from you and your team, it's from everybody else. So when you sit back at home and you see people doing crazy CCs, you see Honami doing, absolutely ununderstandable CCs, you should be smiling because that's adding to the profit of Forever Global, of which you can earn from that. Can you imagine? Guys, we are probably, I don't know about other companies out there, but we are probably one of the few, or maybe the only company that we can stand and say, hey, we are in network marketing, and our network marketing business is a little bit different. For us, you're not just earning from what you're doing and what your team is doing, you're even earning from your upline. You are earning from your crossline. You are earning from people that you have never met before. You are earning from FBOs in Thailand. You are earning from FBOs in Brazil, and you are here in Africa. You have the opportunity to earn from all of that via a very, very amazing incentive, lucrative, called Chairman's Bonus. And I'm going to share a little bit about my journey with Chairman's Bonus. And I know some of you here like, Enos, what is Chairman's Bonus? I'll give you a plan at the end from assistant supervisor right now, how you can start to smash Chairman's Bonus. And I'm talking about how you can start smashing Chairman's Bonus next year, 2026. And that's for assistant supervisors, maybe and supervisors. If you are a manager right now and you're pushing for your Chairman's Bonus, you have 6 weeks to smash it. No giving up, guys. We don't wrap it off. No, no, no. No giving up. We push until the last minute. So everybody needs to get to those big levels. So back to my story about chairman's bonus. It's an interesting story for me. And why I like to share this story, because if I look at where I am right now, or where we are right now, things are amazing and things are happening. And I can tell you, yes, we're seeing growth in our business right now. And last month, let me share a little bit of our team. Last month in October, the team did amazing. We had 17 brand new managers in the team. We had 26 100cc achievers, two 200cc achievers, four Forever to Drive level 1, another Forever to Drive level 3. We had a third person, no, a third person who has finished Ego last month. We had the second person finishing 1.5, a second person finishing 2.5K, which is also a level up. So the month of October for us was totally amazing. Actually, October for us was a record month in our 18 years. Like, we'd never done the CCs that we did in October 2025. We had never done. Never since we started. Even at the time where we smashed the biggest incentives like GLT, we had never done the CCs that we did in October 2025. So when I say glory to God, I really mean it. And I want you to join me in always giving the glory to God, guys. Let's never take this and make this all about ourselves. Now, why am I sharing this? Because this is your future. I want you to look at your future right now. That's your future. The only thing that's going to change is the team name, but this is your future. One day it will be you posting this on your WhatsApp status. It will be you putting this on your Instagram story. This is your future. You could be now a brand new manager and you're failing to understand, how can I have 26 people in my team doing 100 CCs? Maybe you're not really capturing that. And we are talking about non-manager CCs here. I hope you understand that. Not total CCs, no, non-manager CCs. And this is your future. Look at it and say, you know what? I'm going there. And maybe you're going to beat that. Yes, you can. And yes, you will. Because I was also shown a future in 2007. I was shown, Enos, if you work hard, one day, I was told, Enos, if you work hard, one day you'll start to make about 1,000 US dollars a month. And back then I was like, guys, if I make 1,000 US dollars a month, oh my gosh, I'm going to walk with my head. I mean, I was like, and now this has gone way beyond, way beyond. So I want you to look at that and understand that is your future. This is not me bragging. No, no, no. This is not me telling you, oh, this and that is happening. No, this is me telling you what's coming for you. Because I totally believe we can all get there and beyond. And we are all seeing history being made right in front of our eyes. We are seeing people that we used to look up to as the gurus, as the number one in the forever world. And we are seeing people from Africa, guys, doing more than those that we thought were like untouchable in levels that we cannot even think about. And I don't want to mention names, but you go check the top 10 FBOs globally right now. You will see how Africa is well represented, and you will see how South Africa actually is representing Africa. That is us being reminded, like, hey, we are just scratching the surface. Everything is possible. This is your future. The journey, though, the journey, the journey is not going to be straightforward. The journey is not going to be straightforward. Let me remove this 1 second, guys. This slide was supposed to have an animation and I don't want to miss it out. Give me a second, just a second, for real, a second. The journey, it is not going to be straightforward. You know, I said I joined 2007 and 2008, I went full-time. The business has grown, and maybe for some of you that looks like, oh my gosh, Enos has had it easy. That could have been very nice. You wish it was you, right? Yeah. No, the journey has not been easy, guys. The journey will come with its ups and downs. That one is a sure deal. And I want to share with you part of the ups, part of the downs that we have experienced in the business. And And the reason why, again, I'm sharing with you, because I want you to know that if you are going through that moment right now, then don't worry. We all went through those moments. And I want to encourage you to keep the push, during the ups and downs. So let me share two things. Let me share chairman's bonus. Chairman's bonus. Chairman's bonus is the most or the biggest incentive in Forever. And I'll talk about it also somewhere along the way as I continue with the meeting. So 2008 was the first time we qualified for chairman's bonus. 2007, not 2008, sorry, 2009. 2008 was the first time Tanzania as a country was allowed to participate in chairman's bonus. Back then, a country had to do certain CCs for it to participate in chairman's bonus. Now, any country is open to participate. So when the country opened up for chairman's bonus, I remember I worked like crazy, making sure that I qualify for that year, because I wanted to be among the first ones also who are qualifying for chairman's bonus. And we had people that qualified. Sadly, I could not qualify. I failed to qualify 2008. And I'll tell you, I failed not because I was not able. I failed simply because I did not understand the criteria. So I missed up one of the criteria. And I had thought actually I qualified. I even announced to my team that, hey, thank you so much. You know, I've qualified for chairman's bonus, and then only to find out later that I've not qualified. It was a tough moment for me. But you see, tough times never last, but tough people do. And I want to encourage you, if you're going through the tough time, be tougher than the tough time, because then you can get out of that. 2009, I qualified for chairman's bonus. 2010, I qualified for chairman's bonus again. 2011, I did not qualify for chairman's bonus. I faced the pain of achieving something and then failing to achieve it. You know, if you have never achieved it, it's different. If you've achieved it and then you fail to achieve it, it feels bad. It feels worse. You know what you're missing. And then the coming year, 2013, I think, yeah, got back to chairman's bonus. Then I went to level 2 chairman's bonus. Then 2014, now I want to share something very important here. 2014, we qualified for chairman's bonus level 3. And it's okay if you don't understand what is it, just know it is the biggest level of chairman's bonus. We got a check of over 300,000 US dollars. 2014. 2015, we dropped from chairman's bonus level 3 to chairman's bonus level 2. 2015. 2016, we remained at level 2. And then here is where the story gets interesting. 2017, we did not qualify. 2018, we did not qualify. 2019, we did not qualify. 2020, we did not qualify. 2021, we qualified level 1. Level 1. After not qualifying for actually 5 years. 5 years of not achieving. 5 years of not achieving something that you achieved before. You even helped 6 lines to achieve. And then you failed to achieve it for 5 years. I have, you know, we have passwords for so many applications. And today I was logging into one of my application and the password was CBQ level 2 2018. So in 2018, I had a goal to be chairman's bonus level 2 and I ended up with chairman's bonus level 0. Not qualified. Not qualified. We started qualifying again 2021. Yeah, 21. We did level 1. We went to level 1 again. This year as of now, we are done with level 2 chairman's bonus, so we know the check is going to be bigger in Dubai. Now we are looking at how we can add more legs. But this level 2, right? This level 2, the last time we qualified this was 10 years ago. 10 years ago. I want you to understand the journey when you don't give up. You see these nice things that are happening right now? If we had given up during that journey, we could have never known what is possible. we could have missed out on an even bigger possibility, because what we are doing now, guys, we've never done it before. Our goal for next year, oh my gosh, it scares me. We've never gone for such a goal before, and it's our goal next year. Maybe right now you're on that part, or that part of the story where things are silent. Things are not really working out for you. What I want to tell you is, you pick yourself up each and every month, you restart. You pick yourself up each and every week and you restart. You pick yourself up each and every year and you restart. God forbid, maybe you had a goal for this year and it's not going to happen. I say God forbid because I don't believe that whatever you're going for this year is now impossible to happen. No, you can still do it. So we didn't make it. We qualified for GLT. The last time we qualified for GLT was 2014. That's when we qualified for GLT, guys. Time flies. I don't want to believe that 10 or 11 years, this year, definitely, guys, we are doing GLT. You'll probably not see us recognized because we are CSM. You'll not see that, but you'll see us recognizing ourselves. So all in all, the point that I'm making here is, last time we did GLT was 2014, and here we are 25. Definitely we are doing GLT. Next year, 2026, we've got a bigger goal, not to go below 10,000 cc's. That's our goal for next year. Although a part of me is saying, Enos, do you think you can stretch to 12.5K? I don't know. I think I might lose my mind if I start going for 12.5K. So for the sake of my sanity, maybe we'll put a goal of 10,000 cc's. And if I tell you that last year we did about 5,000 cc's, and next year we're going for 10,000 cc's. I want that to be a reminder that growth is possible and you can double your business. Whatever it is that you are going for right now, do not give it up. Keep at it. That's the first thing I want to tell you. Keep at it. And during this time when things are not happening, let me tell you a mistake that can wipe you off. One of the mistakes that you can make is, when things are not happening, is you hiding away. Don't hide away. Even when things were not happening, we're showing up. Yes, you'd show up to events and you have not really achieved much, but you're there. Because you know, if I don't even show up for those events, I'm never going to be able to recover. Now, I'm not suggesting to anybody to wait for 10 years before they can smash or they can beat their last year records. And past few days and months, I've been really thinking and asking myself some tough questions like, Enos, all those years you were not qualifying for chairman's bonus. Was chairman's bonus really your goal or just a wish? GLT, I can tell you, that was not the goal. For those of you that were on managers convention last year, no, there's a year that I spoke, I think it's last year or so, I shared my goals for the next 3 years. And you know when was GLT planned for? For us, GLT was a goal for 2026, GLT. But we are doing GLT 2025. But it was a goal for 2026. And again, why am I saying that? Nobody here really knows how massively how massive the growth that can happen in the next 2 years. You can predict what's going to happen in the next 3 to 6 months, but 2 years from now, you have no idea. So you might as well think bigger. You might as well work like someone who is going somewhere very big, because you have no idea how far you can go. You have no idea. Yep, dress up and show up. You have no idea. Again, this is not a story about me. This is a story about reminding you we are all part of this journey. And it's also a story that tells us, hey, let's be humble. When we are up there, let's not look at people that are not on fire like, hey, these guys are not serious with forever. No, they could be serious, but they're going through that part of their journey where it is silent, where things are not showing up. And if you are down, Don't look up at people that are doing so well and feel like, these guys, who do they think they are? They think because they are doing so well, because of maybe they're doing something wrong. No, look at them, tap into that growth and say, you know what? If they can do it, we can do it. If they're making it, we can make it. If we are in the same business, the same marketing plan, the same products, if they're smashing it, I'm also going to smash it. Tap into that, connect with that, because that is a possibility for each and every one of us. I mean, we are seeing people growing. This is someone's business, not a non-manager. This is a system of a manager, a very good manager, a manager that is in my presentations, in my testimony. That manager is there. This manager in January did 11 CCs, a manager. The whole team in January did 5.7 CCs, January this year. This is June this year. The same manager, the team. How did the team grow from 5.7 to 94 in just 6 months? That is just 6 months. So when we say growth is possible, we are seeing it. And we are seeing people growing. We are seeing people having the growth. We've got so many other leaders that have totally transformed their businesses this year. I'll share with you another leader here. Absolutely amazing growth. This one. This is a manager. Can you see this here? Guys, 0 CC from the team. This is a manager. As a matter of fact, this is a manager who is vibrant. And she had 0 CC from our team in January. And she came to Rwanda for our East Africa Success Weekend. And Kuji was our guest speaker. And after Kuji spoke, after Kuji trained, she said, you know what? Enos, she came to me and she told me, Enos, I'm sorry. I'm embarrassing you. You know, I'm going to work. See what's happening right now. From July up to now, she has never missed 100 cc's. She has never missed 100 cc's. So look at the goals that you have right now and don't give up. You know, you could be someone that has achieved manager this month, or you're going to achieve manager this month, or you achieved manager last month. And maybe, let me speak to the new managers a little bit. And maybe you're thinking ego manager is for you to achieve next year. No. This current ego manager is for you. We have a lady that she became a manager in, I think February or so. February or no, maybe March or April, somewhere there. No, I think April. She became a manager in April this year. May, June, July, August. In 4 months, she's done with her ego. In 4 months. Now she has got another person in her team that became a manager in June, and she's going to finish her ego manager, if not this month, then next month. That's July, August, September, October, November, December. 6 months. And guess how many months we have left for ego? 6 months. So somebody who finished manager in October, let me speak to you, please. And this is very deep from my heart. If you have finished manager in October, you have no reason to give up on qualifying for the current ego manager retreat. No reason at all. Because people are doing it. In 4 months, 5 months, people are doing it. Step on it. Get on CAP, and I'll tell you a tip. You want to finish ego manager quickly? Qualify for Forever to Drive. Finish Kaplan. You're going to finish that ego manager quickly. So don't give up. Don't give up. So if you are here, you are a manager, and maybe you're feeling like, Eish, Khumo, I think this maybe is too late. No, it's not too late, my leaders. It's not too late. Even the people that are finishing manager this month, it's not too late for you. If we have someone who did manager in 4 months, it means literally even someone that will finish manager in December, January, February, March, April, 4 months, that person can smash ego manager. If someone has done it in Tanzania, that person, whoever that finishes manager in December, you can still smash your ego manager by April. Yes, you won't be enjoying as much when you are in Dubai because you'll be closing your ego manager, but it is okay. It is okay. So let's go for it. It's possible. And this is not like things which are happening in Japan. No, this is just around here in Tanzania. We're in the same, almost, we're all the same. So this growth that I'm talking about is possible for each and every one of us, and we can all do it. And let me tell you, this lady who did ego in 4 months, one of the things that she keeps telling me is, Enos, I fear when people congratulate me so much. I fear that. I don't want that to get into me so much, because Enos, if that gets into me so much, I'm gonna relax. I don't want to relax. And this person is now pushing for her forever to drive. For her forever to drive. I don't remember, but I think this year in January she was probably maybe an assistant supervisor, maybe a supervisor. I don't quite remember. I'll find out. And then now she is pushing her. Did I say forever to drive? No, she's pushing for a global rally. She's pushing for a global rally, 1,500 cc. Someone that I bet, I'll double check, but I bet she finished her manager in April. Nothing is impossible, leaders. Nothing is impossible. Whatever goals that you have right now, these 6 weeks are crucial because they will mean a lot to what's going to happen to your business. How you're closing it will also have an impact on how you're going to start your 2026. So we might as well step on it. So growth, yes, it is possible. And yes, it is worth it. You'll need to push more. Maybe your Christmas won't be as Christmas-ish as it normally is because you are pushing for something bigger, but it's okay. It's going to be worth it, because when you achieve that goal, you will look back and you realize actually what you have achieved is far bigger than what you have failed. And when I look at growth, what really causes people not to have sustainable, consistent growth? Because if you talk about building a massive business in forever, you need to be growing consistently, not just a little bit. Now, what causes most people not to grow consistently for a long time? You'll be surprised, but one of the reasons is success. Success is one of the reasons why most people are not growing right now, because they are from achieving something, because they are from smashing manager. So now they feel like, oh, let me breathe a little bit. Let me go treat myself. I'm from doing a hard work, guys. I'm from achieving manager. Maybe I've finished forever to drive. So now, guys, don't disturb me. I've just smashed my forever to drive. I'm on holiday now. And let me tell you, for some people, once they hit supervisor, I have supervisors in my team. After hitting supervisor, the next month they did 0 cc. And I asked myself, how? When this person was pushing for supervisor, was doing CCs every month, 3 cc, 4, 5, 2 cc doing, but once 10 cc done, coming months 0, beaten by success. So one of the reasons that people fail to achieve like those crazy levels is because they stop growing after achieving. So don't let success, let me say, fool you a little bit and get you to be in a position whereby you feel like I've made it. No, no, no. We are still pushing. Let me tell you, the goals, most of the goals that we had this year, almost all of them are done. Like our core goals, almost done. But I'm telling you, I'm like super stressed right now because I've set new goals. Once you smash a goal, please set a new goal. So I want you to think about yourself, because we have people that the only reason why they are not growing massively is because they achieved something already. And then we have those that are not growing because of the failures, because they did not achieve, because they feel they cannot smash their big goal in these 2 months. So they say, what's the point of me going for 60 cc club? What's it gonna give me? What's the point of me doing 100 club? What is it gonna give me? Putting aside the money, let me tell you something. Every goal that you are pursuing brings momentum to the team, and you need that momentum so that the time when you need the growth, the momentum is there. So sometimes people lose the opportunity of them growing massively simply because of the failure that I've had. Maybe November, October for you was a horrible month. Things went well. And right now you are like, let me just forget about this year. No, please don't. Don't forget about this year. You need to think bigger than that. I was having a meeting with someone yesterday, a leader, and she told me that, I'm like a little bit overwhelmed. I don't know what to do because my upline has shared a goal for me, and I'm like, I don't want to work now. I've finished my key goals. The person is almost done with ego, and now she wasn't feeling like she needs to work harder. But the uplines know that this person we need to work harder. So I sat with her. And we analyzed the team, and we realized, like, oh my gosh, she has got a powerful team. And I told her, you know what, this team also, they have goals. So as a leader, when you have achieved your goal, all right, don't forget you still have a team which they've got goals. I bet you have got people in your team right now that are having sleepless nights because they want to be simply a supervisor. Some, they need to be manager. So as a leader, I'm talking now to the big leaders in the meeting. As a leader now, I need to remember my goals are not done when I've achieved my goals. My goals are done when my team has achieved. Someone asked somebody who is like a big leader in network marketing, and I said, wow, I love that answer. And I've taken that as my answer. Somebody was interviewing a top leader. So I asked the top leader, so when are you going to retire? And the guy straight away said, you know what? I'm going to retire when everybody in my team has achieved their goals. That's when I'm going to retire. And that answer meant I'm never going to retire because there will never be a time where everybody in your team has achieved all their goals. That time is never going to come. So that person is never going to retire. So right now, as we are thinking about how are we closing this year, I want you to think way beyond yourself. Yes, think about yourself, but also way beyond yourself. We don't know where people are right now in their life. Maybe somebody needs that extra money so that they can have a very smooth January. I don't know if January is tough for you, like in Tanzania. January is tough for most people. Maybe they need that. So, why people are not growing? It could be success, it could be failure. But the bottom line is they did not set a new goal. And I really want you to take time and set a new goal. Set a new goal. No, the month of November is the goal setting month for FBOs. It's November, it's not January. If you're doing your goal setting in January, you are late. It has to be November. November. Right now, I am going crazy with my 2026 goals. I'm now like making sure everybody in the team is getting clarity on their 2026 goals. Yes, we are pushing for 25, but we are also looking at 2026, and we are seeing now how can I merge my 2025 goals with my 2026 goals, because I've got 2 months to prepare. 2 months to prepare. 2 months. 2 months is a long time, my leaders. 2 months to prepare. How do you want 2026 to find you? Do you want 2026 to find you on 30cc, on 10cc, on 20cc, on 50cc's? How do you want 2026 to find you? And even more importantly, what momentum do you want to have when 2026 is knocking? And it's just in 6 weeks, it's gonna knock. So yes, set that new goal. And even the gurus, they know we need to set the goals. And when you're setting the goal, make sure it's a meaningful goal. Go deeper on that goal. Ask yourself, why am I going for this goal? What is it going to help me? Is it helping me with something which is very important to me? It has to be meaningful. Number two, set an achievable goal. When I say achievable, I don't mean don't dream big. No, I mean set a goal. I normally say this: if I can see it on paper, then I know it's possible. If I can't see it on paper, then I know it's not achievable. Do I necessarily have to give up on a goal because it's not achievable? No. Sometimes I hold on to a goal which I cannot see on paper. But this is what I do. I want you to really pay attention to this. This is what I do. When I have like a big, massive goal, which I cannot really draw a map on how to get there, if I just remain with that goal, then I have a wish. So what I do is I will set a smaller goal and give that smaller goal a shorter time frame and put now a plan which is achievable for that goal. Let me give an example, a big example and a small example. Someone wrote on the group there that supervisor is their goal. So let me assume you are on 0cc right now. And maybe you're panicking, like, am I going to be able to do 10cc by the end of this month? Now, the fact that 10cc intimidates you, 10cc feels achievable, it feels not achievable. Even if you put it as your goal, it's not going to motivate you to work. So what you need to do is to say, you know what? Let me forget about 10cc. Let me take a stepping stone goal. Let me take 4cc and let me ask myself, can I do 4cc in the next 7 days? Can I smash 4cc in the next 7 days? Can I put an activity plan that can make me smash 4cc in the next 7 days? Because in the next 7 days, if I smash 4cc, it's going to be not even 20th. Yeah, it's not even going to be 20th. So then you say, if I have 4cc by the 20th, you bet the remaining 10 days, I can smash the remaining 6 and hit my goal. So you see, you did not quickly give up on the 10cc, but you had to be a little bit smarter and more strategic on setting a smaller goal here. If you are having big goals, 100 cc's, the same way, maybe you're looking, maybe last month you did 30 cc's. And this month, with the goal you have, you need to jump to 100 cc's. And you look at that big jump and you're like, oh my gosh, Enos, this is not achievable. Well, keep that 100 cc. Why? Because it's very important and it's meaningful to you. And then set a smaller goal here. Say, you know what? Let me challenge myself to make sure that I'm on 40 cc's by maybe the 18th. I'm on 40 cc's. If I'm 40cc by the 18th, then the remaining days I can push the remaining 60. So don't just throw away that goal which is not achievable on paper. Set a smaller one. And that way you make even the unachievable goal to also be achievable. And then you also need a plan. Like, how am I going to smash that goal? What kind of activities should I do? How should I be focused on daily basis so that I make sure that I achieve that goal? When I look at Forever, I like to share this with people sometimes, that to be successful in Forever, you need 3.5 reasons. The 3.5 reasons. And the half there, the half is out of your control. The half is you cannot explain. You cannot explain how you went to Woolworth, and when you are paying, there was a lady on the side also paying. You prospected the person, and that person joined in November, and that person did 15 cc's in November, and that person did 45 cc's in December and became assistant manager in 2 months. You did not leave home planning that I'm going to make sure I have an amazing person next to me when I'm paying. You did not plan that. That was out of your control. That was God's grace. That was the universe. Call it whatever it is. That was luck. So there's that half. There's that half. Now we can't bank on the half. So we need to look at these 3 reasons. Like, how can I have the plan? And then I'll let the half take care of itself. So you need to have the plan. And when you have the plan has to connect with your goal. The plan has to connect. So when I'm working my business, I like to have a balance of being ambitious and believe everything is possible, being positive. I do that. But then also I say, Enos, some of the goals you have here, they cannot come true unless you have a very concrete plan. So I also must create a plan. I also must be strategic. I also must know where should I channel my energy, my time, my focus, because all those are limited resources. That is having a plan. And that plan is going to guide me in making sure that, yes, we are open to lot more possibilities, but we don't want to lose focus completely on that which is most important. The plan is important for it to be there. And probably you are thinking right now, Enos, I don't even know how to sort these plans. How can I do all those things? That's why we are here on this meeting, to share experience on how you can start to plan your next 1 year, your next 2 year, your next 3 years. If I'm to advise, do your best to think at least the next 3 years. At least the next 3 years. You may not need to change that plan every year, but at least the next 3 years. The plan that we had set 2 years back is ending next year, 2026. So definitely now we need a new plan of the next 3 years, 2026, 2027, 2028. And that plan, I can tell you, is not done yet. That even the goal is not done yet. Now it's just some wishes, 10K, 12.5, la la, just some wishes, but the plan is not really there. So have the goals, at least the next 3 years. Now, once you have that big, massive goal there, what do you need to do from where you are right now? Rolf said it best, that you need to start your forever business all over again every 3 months. Start your forever business all over again every 3 months. Now, imagine when someone joins forever, what do? The first thing they do is they are ready to learn. The first thing they do is they set goals, they are coachable, they humble themselves because they've just started, right? So after every 3 months, position yourself as someone that is starting all over again. And that doesn't mean your team was gone or has disappeared. No, no, no. It means my mindset has reconditioned itself as someone that is restarting. And when you are restarting, you'll set new goals. When you are restarting, you will definitely have more vigor to pushing for those goals. So every 3 months, restart your business. If you do this, your year will always be one quarter will be building to the next. And let me tell you, no matter how much you plan, there will still be, you remember that half which worked for you, where you are at Woolworth paying, and there was somebody on the side, right? Also paying, and that person joined. That was the good part of the half, right? But there's also a bad part of the half. You might plan everything, but sometimes things happen which are totally out of our control. I mean, we are human beings. We experience things, we go through things. Our teams experience things, they go through things, and that can cause them to lose focus on the goals. So even the best plans may not come to place. And you shouldn't be too quick to beat yourself on the head and say, you know what? I am not good at this. No, no, no. It's a journey. We all go through that journey. We all experience that. Let's talk about what can be possible. And whenever I'm sharing like things like these, like CC possibilities and all that, I'm always I'm sharing, but I'm also like, okay, you are all in different levels right now. Everybody here, we are like 200 plus people right now, and everybody's on a different level. And I choose to focus on the assistant supervisor tonight and maybe brand new supervisors. And I want to talk to you on how you can maximize these 2 months so that you have an amazing 2026. And also we'll talk about what you can do by the first quarter of 2026, what you can do so that you maximize 2026, and how you can grow to bigger levels, and what you could be focusing on. Business goals. This is a plan that will get you to manager by April with actually 160 cc's. So there are 10 more cc's there just in case something goes differently. And this plan starts with 10 cc in November, which for some of you, this is like nothing much. It can be achieved quickly. And for some, it's not. And I want to challenge you on two things. When you're looking at your plans and your CCs, always ask yourself two questions. One is the volume, the CC itself. Number two, the structure. Where are those CCs coming from? Because where are those CCs coming from will determine how far and how big and how fast those CCs can grow. If you do 10 CC personal, 15 CC personal, because it's possible, 25 CC personal, it is possible. You have hit the volume, but the structure is gonna sabotage your growth, because then to grow to 35, will now start to become impossible. To 45 to 55, it will be impossible. So as you are growing the numbers, also observe the structure. Now, I want to put a caution there. I don't mean ignore the number, only look at the structure. You are not going to grow by ignoring the number. Remember, when you achieve supervisor, even if we don't recommend that, but even if you achieve supervisor, personal CC, all 10 CCs, that you have maximized your potential. Fantastic. That testimony of you achieving supervisor, go share it all over so it can help you now to start recruiting, because without recruiting, you won't be able to get to the next levels, assistant manager and manager. So don't say, oh, Enos said the structure is important, so I'm not going to do my supervisor until I finish recruiting. No, no, no. You may perhaps only recruit after you've done your supervisor. By the way, guys, supervisor is almost now becoming 4CC. Like anybody serious joins the business, let's get to supervisor and then we start talking business now. That's the thinking we need to start adopting now. Yeah. So coming back on this plan looks at the volume, the numbers, but I want you to challenge yourself also with recruiting. And I want you to keep this figure, please, with. If you want to have growth, recruit 3 people and above. If you want to have growth, like nice growth. If you want to have an amazing growth, 5 people. And let me tell you something. If you can recruit 5 people for 3 consecutive months, 5 people, 3 consecutive months, 5 people November, 5 people December, 5 people January, momentum is kicking in. Momentum is kicking in there. These 15 people that have joined, they're on fire. And they're going to take fire to the old team as well. Sometimes, not sometimes, almost all the time, the best way to awake the old team is by bringing a new vibrant team. So challenge yourself as you're hitting these numbers, because these numbers, you can hit them even with just 2 people. 55cc, you can do 25 and another person 25, that's 50. But the structure there won't be right. Now, why am I talking about manager by April? Why not manager by June or July? Why manager by April? All right. All right. I'm kind of looking at the charts a little bit as well. Why manager by April? I'm sure you can all know. Manager by April because in May, the most important incentive in Forever begins in May. The most important. And I want to put a disclaimer there. This is not the biggest incentive. I'll tell you about the biggest incentive. This is the most important. So it means right now, if I am talking to any assistant supervisor right now, my goal with them is if you want to maximize this business, let's go for ego manager next year. Because you're an assistant supervisor now, let us smash ego manager by, let me say, mid of 2026. And I know that's far. Let's finish manager by then so that you can be well on track for ego manager. And I'm sure we are 38 people. I'm 100% sure maybe about 150 or 200 of you maybe are not yet managers. So this is for you. Smash this manager. Really, nothing should stop you from smashing manager by April. Nothing should stop you going for ego manager. The new managers that you are here, because I know we also have new managers, because I see the recognitions. So I know we also have new managers. For you, let's smash this current ego manager. This one, the one which we are coming to your country in Sun City. This is the one for you to smash. If you talk about a goal to challenge you, this is the goal to challenge you. This is the goal to push you. And you can do it. Don't give up. If you give up, then I don't know what else will be pushing you. You probably, even your upline now will be struggling. Like, what do I do with this one now? This one is not going for ego. Should I start talking to this person next year in May or what? Because that's the goal that will really make you as a manager right now to push So my fellow managers in here, let's push. We are pushing for Sapphire Eagle Manager. And we are looking at those legs. Some of the legs are going well, some of the legs are not going well. And it's a push. And we are ready for that push. And we're going to push, guys. We're not going to let it go. We are going for it. We are going for it. And the effort and the energy we are putting now is aligning to the goals that we have. Because you don't just scatter yourself all over. Sometimes you need to laser focus. You laser focus and then you laser focus. So my leaders that are here, my fellow managers in here, let's go and finish this ego manager. We have the whole world coming to South Africa. We might as well have Southern Africa, with the biggest number of ego managers. And when an ego manager retreat is coming to your country, that's an opportunity for you to build your business. That's an opportunity for you to have your flag high. The guys, welcome. We are hosting you. We don't want to be on an ego manager retreat with 3,000 ego managers and 50 managers from Southern Africa. Not possible. We want to have 200. We want to have 300 ego managers from Southern Africa, and it is possible. It is possible. I can assure you we are going to do it. Now, what's next after ego manager? Because I want you to think about what are you doing now so that next year you can also maximize it. Next year, you're not just focusing on ego manager. Next year, you are also focusing on getting yourself ready now to go for where the big money in forever is. The biggest money in forever is on these two incentives. If money is your motivation and you want to make a lot of it, I'll advise you look at these two incentives here, gem bonus and chairman's bonus. Those are the ticket to the big money in forever. The gem bonus, which starts when you get to Sapphire Manager, and chairman's bonus, level 3 to be precise. Level 3 to be precise. Now, let me come back to my assistant supervisors again. If you're an assistant supervisor, you're already there. If you're a preferred customer, get to assistant supervisor, get to 4CC. After that, you are focused on manager. You are hitting supervisor and then you go manager. All right? And then you can challenge yourself to finish your manager by April. And then definitely you are going to smash ego manager. And this is also what you can do. This is also what you can do for next year. If you can also create a manager in your team by April, latest May, that manager that you create, because for you to get to chairman's bonus, you need to have a strong manager in your team that will do 600 cc's by December. And if you can create that manager by April or May, that manager can have 6 months to push those 600 cc, and that manager can be your manager to help you achieve chairman's bonus. And we have someone in the team right now that is literally working for that. Created a manager in June, and now the new manager is working towards finishing 600 cc. So this person became a manager in 2025, created a manager in 2025, and now she's going for chairman's bonus. So right now, you've got two possibilities for 2026. One is non-negotiable. Ego manager, that one, we don't need to discuss about whether I'm going for it or not. That one is just to say how to get there. Ego manager is non-negotiable. Let's go for it. Chairman's bonus, let's think bigger. So if you go for chairman's bonus, 2026, and then you start to challenge yourself to create chairman's bonus legs every year. That means 2027, 2028, 2029. I know 2029 is far, but it's going to get there. And if you don't plan from now, 2009 will get there, and you won't have the structure to get to chairman's bonus level 2, not 3, level 2. Because chairman's bonus level 2 needs you to have 3 lines of chairman's bonus legs. And when you get to chairman's bonus level 2, most of the time, the check that Forever will pay you starts from around 70,000 US dollars. That will be your chairman's bonus check, 70,000 US dollars. That's the money waiting for you in 2029, April, in some country when Forever is handing out chairman's bonus checks. That's the money waiting for you. But guess what? That money for 2029, the focus begins now because you need to build that momentum. It's 3 years. You need to build into it. So you need to take that aggressiveness and that fire to your team. Your team needs to see you moving. Your team needs to see you achieving. And then you take that to your team and they follow through. And once you get to chairman's bonus level 2, you are on a whole different level. You're on a whole different levels, guys. You're on a different level. And you'll start to think about chairman's bonus level 3. And if you could create 3 lines of chairman's bonus level 2, then 3 more years, you can create 3 more lines. And that will get you to chairman's bonus level 3. It will get you back to chairman's bonus level 3. It can take you longer. It can take you 5 years. It can take you 7. It can take you 10 years. But let me tell you, it doesn't matter. Next year, our goal is chairman's bonus level 3. When you get chairman's bonus level 3, you earn your chairman's bonus check most of the time starts from around $200,000, $180,000. Now, can I share with you a tip? You know why I'm sharing my goals? Is my way to be accountable. So when I'm sleeping tonight, I'll be like, oh my gosh, 220 people heard me saying that we are going for chairman's bonus level 3. That helps me to put me on track. That helps me to push when I feel like giving up, because sometimes when things are tough, you need to have, as Nkobile says, you need to have a bag of why. You need to have a lot more reason than just what you're going to benefit. It has to be a bag of why that can push you to get to those levels. This is the possibility. This is possible for each and every one of us here. And I look at all these possibilities and I ask myself, why not? Why not? Why not push? Why not go for that? Why not go an extra mile? Why not push further? And when you are building your forever business, let me tell you something. If you're flying a fighter jet like that one, if you're flying a fighter jet, there is no autopilot on a fighter jet. You can't put a fighter jet on autopilot. You can put Emirates on autopilots and the pilots can get out of the cockpit and go eat and the plane is moving on its own because it is cruising. But if you are flying a fighter jet, you are holding that steering wheel at all times. And I want you to hold your business at all times. Don't let your business be on autopilot. Don't just close your eyes and say, let me push and see where I'm going to arrive. No, no, no. You got to steer the course. You got to decide where you're going. You got to maneuver. You got to be agile. You need to come up with new ideas. You sometimes need to sacrifice more because you're flying a fighter jet. You're flying a business that needs to take you to chairman's bonus next year. Ego manager next year, that one is non-negotiable. For us here in the meeting is non-negotiable. Those out of this meeting, we forgive them. But us here in the meeting, next year ego manager is non-negotiable. And that's a fighter jet for me. That's a fighter jet for me. I need to hold on to that. I need to be on track of that. And that's why I need to constantly work on myself. I need to push myself until I get there. And let me tell you something, forever is a mountain. Is a mountain. And anybody who has ever climbed a mountain, they will tell you climbing a mountain is never easy. It's never easy. Yes, the rewards are amazing when you're up there on the peak, right? You look down and you say, wow, what an achievement. And you need to be telling yourself, and I've been sharing this with people, you need to be telling yourself that, you know what? This is my mountain. This is what I've picked. This is what I'm going to be doing. For me, I tell myself that, Enos, people will bring you options, ideas. Enos, why don't you do this? Why don't you also start this business? And I'm looking at them and say, hey, me, I've picked my mountain is forever. This is my mountain. And how blessed I am. I've picked the best mountain to climb. And I'm going for it. And yes, it's going to be a climb, but I'm still going for it. And as I'm going for this mountain, as I'm pushing for this mountain, there will be people that are telling me, Enos, don't do it. assistant supervisors here. There will be people that are telling you, don't do it. Don't do it. We have seen people trying that mountain. That mountain is hard. Don't do it. And you should just have one reply to them. You know what? This is my mountain and I'm going for it. If they're your in-laws, you don't tell them, you just say it in your mind like, hey, in-laws, this is my mountain and I'm going for it. There will be people that'll tell you, don't do it. You're already employed, you have a good job. Why are you also putting your time in these businesses, in these things? Sometimes they call us things. Can you believe there are people who call us things? They call this a thing, guys. 100, $1 million company, they call it a thing. You need to look at them and say, you know what, this is my mountain and I'm going for it. Some will tell you, hey, this is a dangerous mountain. We have seen people climbing this mountain and some of them, they fell off badly. Some of them, they lost some of the key things which are very important because of this mountain. They'll tell you this is dangerous. They'll tell you that, I'm telling you, because they told me at some point, they told me, Enos, those businesses, they don't last. If you make money, make sure you save. They just survive 5 years, 10 years, then they disappear. Those are dangerous businesses. You can't rely on them. And back then I didn't know about this statement, but I was doing it by actions. And today I can tell them this is my mountain and I'm going for it. Some of them will say this is hard and you say yes. It doesn't matter if it's easy or hard. First of all, I am yet to see something worthwhile which is easy. I'm yet to see that. So you will still look at them on their face and tell them, you know what? This is my mountain and I am going for it. That goal which you have picked for yourself, if it's to finish manager by April, if it is to close this year strongly, maybe you have not done 100cc even once this year and you say, you know what? Let me do that 100cc before I close the year. Let me smash that 50. That's your mountain. That's your mountain right there. And you've picked it. It's yours. And you know what? Let's go for it. Amazing people. Let me say once again, thank you all so very much for being here. And it is not a coincidence that we are here. It is by design, and it's probably not even by our design. It is by God's grace that we are all here. And we have a responsibility now to take everything that we have decided for ourselves. And it's not about you taking what I'm telling you. No, no, no. That's not the most important thing. It's about you taking what you have decided, because I know each and every one here, as the meeting was going on, you were resolving some things. You were making some resolutions. You were saying, you know what, Enos, finish this meeting. You're talking too much. I want to go and start reaching out to my team. I want to go and look at my goals. I want to plan my next 6 weeks. There are resolutions that you've made. We are here by design and not our design. So let us go out there, guys, and push the business like crazy. And I want to say once again to Khumo, thank you so much for inviting me, for giving me the honor to speak to your team. And I hope and pray that, when we meet, some of you, we're going to be meeting, all over the world, airports, different parts of the world. We're going to be meeting a lot, guys. When we meet them, it will be nice to physically meet you, and I'll be happy if somebody here was thinking about giving up on the goal, and after this meeting you choose to say, you know what, I'm gonna push for it, and you push for it and you achieve it. Don't forget to tell us. Don't forget to reach out and say, Enos, I did it. I smashed this goal, and I'm happy I've achieved 1, 2, 3, 4. Some of you are gonna be egos next year. Some of you are new managers, and we're gonna meet in Sun City. And you say, Eros, I was on that meeting. I wasn't sure if I'm gonna make it or not, but here I am in Sun City. I've made it. And now I'm looking for chairman's bonus and other bigger things. So thank you all so very much, amazing people. I love you all and all the best. And as I love to say these days, see you at work. See you at work. Thank you so much. Khumo, back to you, my leader. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Phew. My leader, I just want to say, okay, let me switch on. I'm in the car because I was at a meeting, but I want to switch on my camera right now so that I can express my gratitude to you. And I want to say, even though I brought you in to inspire the team. And I'm humbled that over 200 people joined
Asante.
in and they stayed until the end. That for me speaks volume, and that for me shows the hunger that everyone has here. And thank you so much for pouring yourself out and for being so selfless. And I think even though I called you for the team, but this is exactly what I needed to hear as well, that this is my mountain and I am going for it, 9 years in the business. And I still say to everyone, the most important meeting is the one that you are going to miss. So those that are not here tonight truly missed out on an opportunity to get to hear from one of the people that I regard as the best in the forever living world, one of the people that I regard as my personal mentor. You may not know this, and maybe you do, because sometimes I do tell you when we speak and I've said, hey, remember we spoke about these goals, I've achieved them. I want to say to you that you are my mentor, even though it's from a distance. You are one of the people that I regard as my mentor, and you've contributed so much to my journey. And I felt that I wanted my team to experience the same greatness that I've experienced from you. I wanted them to experience it today. And I know that they did. And I know that they're going to work their best. And I just want to say, in Sun City, maybe not in Dubai, because now you are talking to assistant supervisors and to new managers, but I can tell you, in Sun City, you are going to meet people, because we already have new people that started the business this year and they've already smashed Eagle Manager. So we're looking at plus minus five Eagle managers. We had three last month. We're looking at about plus minus three more this month. And they're going to see you in Sun City and they will tell you that, Enos, we did it. And even the ones that are not yet on track, I am pretty much sure that after this meeting, they are going to do it. And even if they are not going to qualify for Sun City, I am pretty much sure that when the next EMR starts in May next year, following the plan, the roadmap that you've given them tonight, in May next year, they will start working for the next EMR. So thank you so much. I truly don't take this for granted. You're a busy man. You're a country sales manager for Forever East Africa. And you have a team that you are also running. You've got a family as well, but you still took time, almost 2 hours, to be here with us and just pour yourself out. I want to say I don't take it for granted, and may the good Lord bless you abundantly in your business. And I am so, so happy that you are going to GLT again, because when I joined Forever, you were no longer in GLT. But now I get to experience you being in GLT. When I joined Forever, you were not on level 3, but I know I'm going to experiencing you on level 3. And thank you so much for doing this, and with integrity. I always say that when people do things with integrity, favor follows them everywhere. And you are one of the leaders that I know builds with integrity. You are one of the leaders that I know is wishes the best for everyone. And that's why when I asked you to come tonight, you didn't hesitate. You said, my leader, I am going to come. And I know currently there's been some sort of a crisis in Tanzania. I know during towards month end of October, you guys didn't even have the internet. But the stats that you have just shared, despite the fact that you did not have internet, it has just taught me that no excuse is good enough. Excuses are only valid to those people who make them. And the stats that you've showed us for October, despite the challenges you had in Tanzania, has proven that. So thank you so much. I cannot express my gratitude. I don't even know how to express this, but maybe the gratitude that me and the team will show you are the results of the time that you've put in today, in Sun City, and at the next EMR, at the next global rally. So thank you so, so much, my leader. And I'm going to say it in Swahili as well. Asante sana. I do
Woo!
not take it for granted. Thank you so, so much.
Asante sana. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my leader. I've recorded this. I must say, I also shared in our MEC team meeting to
Yeah,
say, look,
sure.
I've got the great Enos to motivating our team,
Sure.
and I had y- you know the top FBOs in the world in South Africa saying, please do share that recording. So I'm going to share with them.
Yeah, sure.
And thank you so much. And this is just to say that even the top FBOs that you are seeing in Southern Africa, in South Africa, they still get inspired by you. They still look up to you. And you really, really are amazing. So thank you so much, my great leader. Thank you for tonight.
Thank you so much.
And I'll see you in no, not Dubai first. I'll see you in
Convention.
at the convention, yes.
Yes.
And new managers, if you are here, you're going to meet Enos at the convention. So make sure that you qualify and make sure that you filled in that form. So we'll see you at the convention. I will also see you at the Dominican Republic because I've
Sure.
definitely leveled up as well. I'm hoping we'll have other
Woo!
people in the team leveling up. And after that, we'll meet in Dubai. So thank you so
Sure.
much, my great leader, and
Thank
see
you.
you next year in February.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Have yourselves a blessed, blessed evening. And let us remember, let's put God ahead of everything. We are where we are because of Him. All the glory goes to Him. So thank you so much, everyone. Have a blessed, blessed evening.